everybody, and welcome to another outstanding show presented by Academy of Stars. This is our very first episode. I'm Kuopo, your host for this episode. What is this series about? This series is about Singapore's best young talents. They will share with you their journey, their experience, and you would also get some tips on performing. So if you have any thoughts, any comments, please do type them all into our Facebook Live or our YouTube Live, because this is live. This is absolutely live. This is so exciting. And if you have some performances that you'd like to share with us, please do hashtag AOS Live. This is our first episode, and our very first studio guest is Melissa Hacker.
I think it all started in primary 1 when my school choir rejected me. I think in P3 I realized that a lot of people didn't really like me because I was very loud and annoying, and I would keep singing in class. But then when I came here, I would have lots of friends and they were all just like me. They would be loud and they would sing in class too. And I found a lot of friends that I'm still friends with now. Then in 2016, I got the chance to perform in New York at American Protégé, like performing to lots of different audiences. First was I got to perform at Dick Lee's 60th birthday concert. I got the chance to perform with lots of other people, and I learned a lot. And I might be a dreamer, but it's gotten me this far, and that is far enough for me. I'm Melissa Hecker, and this is my journey.
And joining us live in the studio is Melissa Hacker.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Hi, Melissa. It's good to have you here. And this is our very first episode, so this is definitely we're making history here. Yeah? You know, Melissa, I've known you for a long time, and that was what, in
2013, I think.
2013, that's right. And that was from Kids Performing Academy of the Arts, right? And now you're in Academy of Stars, you're in Teen Stars, and you are the original member of our elite group, AOS, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really exciting.
And what I want to say is, it seems like you've been singing and dancing and acting for a very, very long time. So would you like to tell us when was your first time that you were on stage?
That would have been in 2011 for my kindergarten graduation concert. We did a double bill of Aladdin and Mulan, which was in Chinese. And for both of them, I played the character of the mother, even though Princess Jasmine didn't actually have a mother in the movie. They just popped a new role in for me.
Okay, that's really interesting. They actually got you they made up a role for you.
They did, yeah.
Wow. So which is your performance that's the most memorable one?
That might just have to be the home team 50th anniversary. That was really memorable for a few different reasons, because that was like the biggest audience I'd ever performed to, and that was also my exam period and my 12th birthday party. And Dick Lee actually led a happy birthday song from with the crew and the cast. And well, I also got to celebrate with all my idols and celebrities like Benjamin Kang, Benjamin Chow, Tabitha Nauser, Natalie Ong, Fauzi Laili, Abby Shankar, and of course Dick Lee.
Wow. I mean, that's really amazing that, you know, at such a young age, you got to rub shoulders with such big names. Sounds like you're name dropping, but then why not? Hey, Melissa, that's really amazing, because I was there and I remembered that the whole stadium actually, all the performers, we sang a happy birthday song to you. It was quite special, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was. So anyway, cheers to that. Let's have a drink. Do you like this cup?
Oh, yeah, I noticed
Nice, eh?
them and I was going to say something. They're so cute.
And guess what? All our studio guests gets to take one home with them after the show. Cheers. And recently, you have appeared on Child AIDS 2020, a Virtually Yours concert, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
So how many child aids have you been on, and how does this one fare compared to the rest?
This would have to be my fifth child date. My first was in 2016 when we did the Matilda medley.
Wow, I remember I was there too.
You were. You're always here.
Okay, and you did 5 of them.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, and you were soloist in a few of them, and especially in this recent one. And even though there were like 1,000 kids that were performing on that
Yeah,
song,
probably.
a world to imagine, isn't it? Wow, and you had to record that at home?
Yeah, it's different this year, like not just because it was like broadcast online, but also because there was never any physical interaction with any of the cast or music directors, choreographers. Because for me, a big part of the child aid experience is actually the bonding with the other cast members in rehearsals and backstage. So it's a bit sad that we missed out on that this year.
I see. Well, if you have any questions to ask Melissa, if you like to comment on her journey, you can actually write us right now because this is live, and we'll take in your questions. And if you'd like to find out more about how she does what she does, this is the time for you to ask, okay? So you're in SOTA now, right?
Yes.
And you're studying theater. Okay, I'm going to ask you a really difficult question. Do you prefer to sing or to act?
Oh, that is a very hard question, and it's a bit because singing and acting sort of overlap in a little bit because when you sing, you have to portray the message, you have to portray it using tone, your facial expressions. But I think I would just have to say singing is what I prefer more. I mean, I've been singing a lot longer since I was acting. I would be singing in the car, all the albums I've ever owned, Taylor Swift, Hannah Montana, just constantly, not even in the car, in school, everywhere.
So when you're singing in the car, you're driving your parents up the wall?
I'm driving them
Down the road?
I'm driving them to drive me to kids performing where they could
That's
have
right.
some peace and quiet for a few hours a week.
Yes, yes. I remember you and kids performing. I think that the first role that I offered you was being Penny in the musical Hairspray,
Yes.
right? And ever since then, I knew you to be quite a musical theater buff. It seems that you're like a walking encyclopedia of musicals, and you're my go-to person when I want to ask you about a role or about a musical. So tell me, how do you get to memorize so many songs and learn about the characters and in the roles in all these musicals?
Well, memorizing has always been something that came relatively easy for me. I would just put on a song for repeat, and then if it's not in any other language but English, then I would be able to memorize it by ear and sing along to it, and within a few hours I would get it down. And also, like for learning the character, I really love researching, especially about things that I am interested in. Musical theater is researching musical theater is something that's very fun for me. I would go into composers, cast, performers, and then from there, I would figure out like the plot and deeper meanings to the songs, hidden messages, and all that would help me sort of build on my own perception of the character.
Wow. And is there a favorite musical? I mean, so far have you watched them live? Not just on Singapore's stage here, but you've been to New York.
Yeah.
You've seen quite a lot of musicals. And so is there any favorite one? And is there a role that you like to play, a dream to be in one?
Well, my current favorite musical is In the Heights by Lin-Manuel Miranda, which is about like a Latino community in Washington Heights. That musical I really love because of the music and how like they integrate those like Latino groovy beats and then the early 2000s rap style. But I would have to say my second favorite musical, Dear Evan Hansen, has my dream role of Zoe Murphy. Speaking of Dear Evan Hansen, we're actually putting up a production of it quite soon where my dreams will come true because hopefully I will be playing Zoe.
And you will be. Who else? Who else is there to play Zoe Murphy?
I don't
I'm not,
know.
yeah, I know you asked me that question. Who else will there be? Of course, I mean you fit the part for sure. And when I'm basically working on the musical, I'm writing out the schedules and the production, and I mean you have been there in my mind as Zoe Murphy. Okay, so don't worry about that unless unless.
Unless
Unless. Unless you don't show up for rehearsal, girl.
I always show up.
Yes, you do. Thank you for that. So we are producing Dear Evan Hansen from Teen Stars, yeah, by the Teen Stars. So we're looking forward to that to be done at the end of the year when we're done with the term. So, okay, let's see. Do you think there'll be any messages for you? Let's see, any messages. Messages, are they coming online? Facebook? Okay, hang on in there. Okay, we'll come back to that later. But how about if you tell us if you have any tips for your little friends out there? You know, you got lots of fans, okay, and they have been, really in awe of you. They're admiring you when they see you at Academy of Stars. Do you have any tips for our little friends out there?
I think I'll just have to say to not lose hope. Although it can be dark sometimes when you forget why you're doing what you do, maybe because you're tired or it's getting a little hard. But I just say take a little time to go back to the root of what you love. Maybe listen to the song that made you want to sing, watch a bit of the play that made you want to act, and just have the end in mind. Because if you think of the end and where you came from, you'll be even more proud of how far you have come.
Yes, that's really a good tip. Always remember where you come from. Back to the roots, right?
Absolutely.
We actually do have a question from one of the guests out there in Facebook. Her name is Nadia, and she says, "Hi, Melissa. Would you give up school?" This is a good one. Would you give up school if an opportunity came up for you on Broadway?
I think, well, I mean, if it's a main role, sure, drop everything and go.
And what would Mommy say about that?
I think she would be quite supportive of it if it's something that I can do what I love and
Yeah.
also something that gives me a lot more exposure and experience. Like on Broadway, that's huge.
Okay, I need to ask you. You said something. If it is a main role, sure. How do you categorize that? Okay, so if the opportunity to play Zoe Murphy comes up, you say yes, sure, you drop it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if it's ensemble role as a swing, maybe Zoe Murphy. If the real Zoe Murphy is like, if it's just you're in ensemble and then you're just waiting for the actress who's playing Zoe Murphy to be sick before you become Zoe Murphy. How about that?
Well, I mean, I could whip up a little something to make her fall sick every now and then.
No, you wouldn't want to do that, right? Okay, I know it's. I guess the opportunity cost of us giving up school here is always debatable, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So we have. Do we have any more questions, or are we moving on? Okay, we're gonna move on now. You know, you have been singing and being on stage. We have produced a music video for you, which is quite different from singing on stage. And I absolutely love the song. Would you like to tell the viewers more about that?
Yes, so this song is When All the Tears Have Dried from the local musical Sing to the Dawn by Dick Lee and based on the book by Ming Fong Ho. So this song is about how, so the character Dawan has to give up a scholarship to the city because for her brother because her father wants him to be able to carry on the farming business. But this song is how she's determined to get what she deserves, and she's not afraid to shed some tears every now and then just to get where she wants to be. Hit it!
Thanks for being on the show, Melissa.
Thank you for having me here.
Okay, let's have the music video for When All the Tears Have Dried.
every morning sun that taught me how to rise, to stretch beyond the darkest night and reach the open skies. Perhaps I shouldn't trust so much, should learn to close my eyes. The sun still shines on wooden bars, the bird that never flies. But if I turn away from what I've started, then will I always wish that I had tried? By breaking free, will I be broken hearted? What will I see when all the tears have dried? I know how much it means to him, it means the same to me. But if I keep him from his dreams, what will the ending be? Perhaps it's time to step aside and lose my only chance. It's always men who play the tune, while girls can only dance. Is this the price I have to pay for winning? I never thought that I could hurt his pride. This shouldn't be an end, but my beginning. What will I see when all the tears have dried? But if I turn away from what I've started, then will I always wish that I had tried? By breaking free, will I be broken-hearted? What will I see when all the tears have dried? What will I see when all the tears have dried?
Hi, we're back, and isn't that such a lovely, lovely music video by Melissa Hacker? And we're gonna go on to this new segment. It's called the New News. Okay, so this is where we tell you what's coming up that's new. We have a new initiative. We, as in Academy of Stars, we have a new initiative. It's called the All-Star Playhouse, and auditions are coming up for this. All-Star Playhouse actually is, we're setting the scene for theater's new generation. So if it's your dream to be in an ensemble play, this is it, okay? In our inaugural launch, we will be presenting pieces by an award-winning playwright, Desmond Sim. That's right, he is head of our curriculum. He is coaching our DSA students in communication and lit art. That's why our very own Desmond Sim, over the years, he has amassed over 2 anthologies of 3 dozen plays that has been produced on stage. And there you see it. His works have been studied at National University of Singapore, at LaSalle College of Arts, and also at the School of the Arts. And he has also written 2 movies and 2 musicals. So we're going to Skype Desmond now and ask him all about the All-Star Playhouse, and we are excited to have him on. Are you on, Desmond? Hey, Dazzy. Hi, Desmond. Desmond, you need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Oh. Hey, Desmond. Desmond's looking so cute, whether live or on TV. You know. There you go. Hi, I can hear you now. Okay. You want me to mute? He muted himself. Are you on mute? This is what happens in a live show. Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you loud and clear. That happens to us all the time, isn't it? Okay, it's live. So it's okay. We can put up with this because remember during the circuit breaker, that's the thing that we keep saying, unmute yourself, and we keep telling the kids, unmute yourself because they keep muting themselves. So I can hear loud and clear now. Okay? Thanks for joining us on Skype. Yeah, it's loud and clear, and I just thought that it's such a great time when we are launching this is our first episode of another outstanding show that we should be talking about our new initiative, which is the All-Star Playhouse, right? This is something that we dreamed about.
So exciting.
Yeah, we dreamed about this.
Looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, since, we've been talking about this for quite a while, and we're actually going to do it, right? We're actualizing it.
Yes.
So can you tell the viewers more about this particular All-Star Playhouse?
Okay, in the past few years, I had written some ensemble plays that were used by the upper primary students in the DSA 6 acting preparation program. Now, these plays included 6 characters in search of a play, Panic Room, and The Sneeze. Most of our kids will remember them, and they're always clamoring for me to write a new one. And currently, I'm writing 8 monologues called Snow White and the 7 Runaways. So these repertoire of plays for kids will be featured by our first batch of all-star young actors in our very first recorded playhouse performance.
Okay, Desmond, sounds great because I think that you're a fantastic writer and we're very excited to produce this production for you, and we're going to make it happen on the 13th of September. So let's just tell the viewers now, why did we come up with this All-Star Playhouse? What is All-Star Playhouse about?
Yeah, the very seed of the program is that we want to nurture the love of acting and storytelling in our youth, By doing this, the kids will hone their expressive skills. They will boost their confidence and self-esteem through the rigor of practice, rehearsals, and performance. They'll come out so much more confident through this program.
Yeah, sounds like it. So how does a kid get involved with the All-Star Playhouse? What does he need to do?
Okay, if you're a young potential actor and you want to be part of this, you're invited to audition for roles in these plays. Auditions are by submission of videos, recorded performances in one of our audition monologues, which is now on our website. The deadline is 24th July at 12 midnight. I hope to see many of you there.
Oh, that's really soon. And when you...
Yeah, it's really soon. It's so exciting.
And when you say young, how young is young? It's young?
I think we're talking about like, I think, how old were they? 6 to 9, is it?
No, that's 6 to 9. Teens and tweens. Teens and tweens.
The twins, yes, the twins.
Twins,
So,
teens
yeah,
and tweens.
Up to 12, right? Yes, that's right.
Yep. So, okay, you heard it here first, people. So, if you are, say, 10 years old up to maybe 16 or 14, if you'd like to be in our very first All-Star Playhouse, all you need to do is to drop us your audition video. You go to our website, you see some scripts there, and then you will record yourself doing the script, and you can email that to us at allstarplayhouse@academyofstars.com. Okay, and you can also WhatsApp that to us at 911-43218. Okay, so that is that's it. Thanks, Desmond. I'll see you this weekend. All right, thanks. And more news. Lambda exam is coming up. Unfortunately, it was cancelled during the circuit breaker, but we're coming back in exams in November, first week of November. I think we have our dates the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of November. So please remember to sign up for it, okay? And next, we have a quiz coming up for you all. If you remembered, I did mention the tagline of All Stars Playhouse. So what is the the tagline of All Star Playhouse? So if you know the answer, please comment below. Type it in as fast as your internet can be. And if you are the first one to send in the answer, we will give you a free acting class. So again, the quiz for you for our very first episode is, what is the tagline of All Star Playhouse? Okay, so this is All Star Playhouse that will be showcasing Desmond Sim's new writing for ensemble plays for teens and tweens. So if you didn't hear it just now, or you heard it, or you don't know where, whatever it is, just go to our website, www.academyofstars.com, and you will be able to see it there somewhere. Okay? All right, folks. This is it. It's our very first episode of another outstanding show, or in short, AOS Live. So it's been so fun. We had our guest star, Melissa Hacker. And our next episode, we will be featuring our young talents that will be featured on NDP, National Day Parade. And they will be Jyotsna, Jai Shankar, and Loic Lastenit. And they have been rehearsing very hard for the National Day Parade. So they will be coming on in our next show, which will be on the 30th of July at 7 p.m. Till then, this is Kuopo signing off. Another outstanding show. Good night.